President Donald Trump has hinted at reclassifying marijuana at a federal level and expand medical use. Well, now Tennessee's GOP says they are also open to considering medical marijuana in the coming years. Welcome to News 2 at 4. I'm Kendall Ashman. Tori is off tonight. News 2's Nikki McGee explains the debate.
An executive order from the White House called for the DOJ to look at rescheduling marijuana from a highly restricted level 1 down to a level 3. After that announcement, Tennessee Republicans said they could be open to the idea of medical marijuana legalization.
My biggest objections are being resolved by the federal government right now in rescheduling cannabis and rescheduling specifically marijuana and allowing the doctors to take over and make a determination on how and if these substances could be helpful.
The Texoma high-intensity drug trafficking area recently conducted its own report after medical marijuana became legal in Oklahoma in 2018. And those behind the report say they have several major takeaways.
I think when people talk about legalization of marijuana, their first thing is, oh, well, we're adults and we can decide what we want to do. The problem becomes is when you make it readily available, you make it that available, it's available for kids. And so the impact on the young people of Oklahoma has been incredibly devastating. Since
its passage, the director of Texoma HIDA says poison control calls for minors are up almost 2,000%. Also, they found 59% of 12th graders said they saw no harm in frequent marijuana use, and that it's harder to prove its influence in traffic stops.
You buy a can of beer, you know how much alcohol it is. It's 4% alcohol generally. You buy a shot of Jack Daniels, that's 40% alcohol. In the marijuana industry, you may buy something you think is a beer, but it has the purity of Jack Daniels. And so what do you think the outcomes of drinking a can of Jack Daniels would be?
Yet marijuana legalization advocates take issue with the report and note that in the 40 states that do have legal marijuana, the measure has never been repealed.
The report is put out by an agency that works in conjunction with the Federal Drug Czar's office, and they have a mandate to oppose any legalization or relaxation of marijuana.
He also says Oklahoma's law was made through a unique citizens initiative versus lawmakers directly and encourages Tennessee lawmakers to strongly consider legalizing marijuana. In Nashville, Nikki McGee, News 2.